Today I'm going to be reviewing this automatic soap dispenser that was recently sent to me by the brand. This is designed to have, you can put the different soap in it, and then you can use this, so say for in a kitchen or in a bath, that sort of thing. It will work with dish soaps and also in hand soaps. Also going to have a motion sensor on it, so that way you can easily use that while, let's say your hands are dirty, you're in the kitchen, you're working, you're creating food or making a meal or those sorts of things, or maybe just coming from outside, then you can easily get the soap out. I do have some different colors. This one that the brand sent me is going to be the silver option. So I'm going to take it out of here, just kind of show you exactly what this is going to look like. So this is designed to sit up on there. And then this is going to, I believe, come out. Yep, and that's where the batteries are going to go. Now, this isn't rechargeable, so this does require you to put batteries inside. It looks like it's going to take 4 AA batteries, but let me go and put them inside of there. And then this is where your soap is going to go. And then your plus and minus is going to be here on the front, so you can determine how much you want it to dispense. Now, as I said, to refill this or to fill it the first time, you're just going to go ahead and take this top off like so. And then you're just going to take and put whatever type of soap you're using and pour it right down inside. For this, I'm actually going to be using this at our kitchen sink, which is where I'm at now. So I'm just going to be putting regular dish soap inside of here. Previously, we had been using a more traditional pump. As you can see there, that was what we were using. So we're going to be using this instead. Now, this does have 5 different adjustable options that you can use on it. So you can adjust how much soap is going to come out. The default, when you first turn it on, is going to be set at 3. So essentially right at the middle. And then you can choose, okay, if that's too much soap, too little soap, whatever the case might be for that. So let me go ahead and close that. This is just then going to go right on top of there. Move that one out of the way. And we're going to go ahead and set this one right here. So it is not going to have like a suction on the bottom. It would be nice if it did, but it is going to be relatively heavy once you get that soap inside. And since you don't have to touch it, then it shouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to go ahead and push on the negative here. And then once it's to the lowest setting, it's going to then flash green. On the very top here, it has a little LED. So you're going to have to do it a couple of times once you get the soap inside, just so it'll pump it up. It's just going to take it a second to get that inside of there. It does flash red if you do it too soon to each other. So you got to give it a couple of seconds in between while you're first getting that soap to come up. So that is something you'll want to keep in mind. And there's a little bit of soap that just came out. So that's the first little bit. Going to give it another second here. And then this is going to, so that's going to be the lowest setting. So that's going to be the amount of soap. So that truthfully is going to be about perfect for us. It'll save us a lot of soap just because on this one here, like this traditional glass one that we had been using, unless you push, even if you push down a little bit, I'm getting way more soap out than that. So this is definitely going to be a saver for us in regards to the amount of soap that you want. And you just have to push it right underneath, and then that's going to be a little dollop of soap that you can do. Now I can adjust this. Again, I'm on the negative and I'm on the lowest setting currently. So I could adjust that to more if I wanted to, like if I was doing this with dishes, or if I was doing something like that, I could certainly do it that way. The other benefit of this is since this is going to come out so much, you can see there, anything that drips is then going to go down into the sink. Now, since it is automatic, that might be something you're going to have to get used to. So for example, if you're normally doing dishes at the sink and you're constantly moving around, you might find yourself accidentally putting out too much soap. If you want to shut this off, you can do that by actually pushing down on this negative button for 2 seconds. And then it's going to flash red, and then now it will be off entirely. So you can turn this thing off entirely. And then to turn it back on, I'm just going to push on the little green plus button, again for 2 seconds until it flashes that green. And then it's back on, as you can see there. Now, obviously, when you turn it off and back on, it goes back to the default. So again, it's going to be way more than what I need. So then I'm going to go back to that negative, and I'm just going to push it down until it gets down to that 1. And then I'm going to put it here. And you can see there, it's the much smaller amount. So overall, definitely really pleased with this. I do wish it had a suction cup on the bottom, just a way to make sure it stayed in one specific place. It is designed to be waterproof. The way the batteries go in is going to be waterproof as well. So it just has a little locking thing on the underside. I also do wish this was kind of rechargeable rather than requiring those AA batteries. But overall, relatively pleased with this motion detector hand soap dispenser.